BBC Radio 1. Right now, we've got a very special guest in the studio, the one and only Mr. Darren Styles. How's it going, mate?
Yeah, very well, thanks. How's it going, my friend?
It's all good, mate. So it's not been that long since I seen you last, actually. We were playing at the HTID Raver Baby Arena at Global Gathering.
Yep.
It was a good day, that, wasn't it?
That was amazing. I'd actually say that's probably one of my favourite sets this year so far.
It's definitely up there, isn't it?
It's really good.
Yeah, really good day. So you've been out in many muddy festivals this year?
I've done a few. I think Escape into the Park was one of the more notable ones as well. It was really, really good there. For the hardcore as well, it was really responsive. But I'd say, yeah, Global was probably definitely up there with one of the best ones this year.
Wicked. You've been doing a lot of foreign gigs over the summer, been going out to the holiday destinations. I've seen a couple of them. We were out again, weren't we? It was the
BCM Magaluf.
Yeah.
I've done that about 3 or 4 times this year again, on the Sundays. I mean, it's just always incredible out there. The way they go off is just, for the music, is just pretty mad, you know, especially when it's more of a commercial crowd out there. You expect it to be the hardcore not to work so well, but it just really does go off.
Well, that's the thing, is it's really picking up at the moment. Obviously, hardcore's no new music, and you're certainly no new player to the hardcore game. A lot of people know, you know, from the Force and Styles music back in the day in the mid-90s, and even the Evolution stuff before that. So how do you think the hardcore scene's kind of evolved over the years, and where do you think it is now? Is it really at a peak when it's at its strongest point?
I think it's with hardcore, it's been there since obviously the early days. And I think we've been ever so lucky because there's been peaks and troughs, but I think there's been actually more peaks all the way through.
Yeah.
For hardcore, which I think is really special for an underground music which is quite self-contained. I mean, in the last few years, obviously we've been lucky because a few of the bigger albums have kind of crossed over. I was lucky enough to have an album that kind of crossed over as well, and it pulls more people into the music. I think that's really important because otherwise, you know, it can just fade off into the distance and no one knows about it.
Yeah.
But it's just, you know, it's just been an incredible scene to be a part of, and I think it's still definitely up there. It's still going really strong.
Excellent. And speaking of new music, you've got a new album that's just dropped. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that? I've had a sneaky listen already.
Yeah, it came out on Monday. I'm just really, really pleased with it. I mean, it's taken a very long time to make. Took about a year and a half. And, you know, this time last year, it was actually supposed to come out about a year ago, but I was playing around with it. I just wasn't happy with it. It just wasn't coming out how I wanted, so I needed some more time on it. And it just suddenly came together. I was listening to it a year ago and thinking, this is just rubbish. It's just not where I want to go. And then just suddenly it kind of happened. Went back into the studio. I was listening to tracks, played around with them. It just came together. In fact, there's more tracks on it than I thought there would be. There's 25 tracks over 2 CDs.
Yeah, I've seen it was a 2 CD album, which is quite rare really these days, isn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't supposed to be like that, but it just kind of all came together in the end. And I just said to the record company, is there any way we can, you know, go with all of them? Because the problem is I was playing a lot of it out just to test the water, and you know, you get reactions and they go on CD packs and people hear them on YouTube, and then suddenly you get stuck thinking to yourself, well, I'd best not drop that one off the album because people know about it.
And
so
they want to hear it.
Yeah, and once I actually spoke to the record company, they said, yeah, just put them all on, do it over 2 CDs. I thought that was wicked.
Excellent. So you've done a guest mix for us, and you're going to be basically showcasing some of your new material, aren't you, from the album?
Yeah, it's like a bit of an album mini mix. Yeah, so there's some of the brand new stuff on there that probably people wouldn't have heard unless they bought the album, and some of the bits and bobs that I've been playing over the last probably 6 months, I guess.
Excellent. Right, we'll let you get stuck in. This is Darren Styles in the mix on Radio 1.
Hold tight for faster ride, cause you're in tune with DJ Tutski on Radio 1. You hear me? Ha boy!